This conference will now be recorded.
शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। Namaste. Now we will see the meanings of Shri Vishnu Sahasranama, verse 43, based on the commentary of Shri Shankaracharya. First, we will see the verse. Ramo viramo virato margo neyo nayo nayah वीरशक्तिमतां श्रेष्ठो धर्मो धर्मविदुत्तमः. The namas herein are Ramaha, Viramaha, Viratah, Margah, Neyah, Nayah, Anayah, Veerah, Shaktimatam Shrestha, Dharmah, Dharmaviduttamaha. The first term is Ramaha. There are a couple of interpretations. Nityananda Lakshanesmin Yogino Ramante iti. The one characterized by eternal bliss in which the yogins always dwell. So yoginaha ramante iti ramaha. So the yogins dwell in whom? So he is Rama. So what is the entity? What is the nature of the entity in which the yogins always dwell? Nityananda Lakshanaha. So it is of the nature of eternal bliss, Nitya Ananda. So the abode or the substratum of eternal bliss is none other than the Paramatman. So here the term Rama by this definition means the Paramatman himself. To this Acharya quotes from Padma Purana where he says Ramante yogino yasmin satyanande chidatmani iti ramapade naitat param brahma bhidhiyate. So Ramapadena, by the word Rama, the Parabrahman itself is indicated in which the yogins always dwell. This is the first interpretation. The second interpretation is Swechaya Ramaniyam Vapurvahan Va Dasharathi Ramaha. The one who assumed a handsome form out of his own will, the son of King Dasharatha. So here in the second interpretation, Dasharathi Ramaha is mentioned, the son of Dasharatha is indicated. So Lord Narayana, Swechaya, out of his own will, for the protection of Dharma, Ramaniyam Vapurvahan, he assumed a beautiful physical form of that of a human being and was born as the son of Dasharatha. And hence this term Ramaha also points to Dasharathi Ramaha. The second term is Viramaha. Viramo Vasanam Praninam Asminniti. The one in whom all beings attain the end. So Viramaha means the end. Viramo Vasanam is a sutra which is found in Panini Ashtadhyayi, which is uttered in the context of the conclusion or the end of the letters. So using that definition, Acharya here gives the meaning of the term Viramaha as Avasanam, the end. So the end in the end for whom the pranis of the pranis pranina. So the end happens to the pranis in whom? In the Paramatman. So that Paramatman in whom the end of the pranis happen is Virama. End of what? End of the repeated cycles of birth and death. Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. So that endless cycle comes to an end when the eternal blissful nature of the Paramatman, which is indicated by the term Rama previously, that is realized. So Viramaha. The third term is Virataha. Vigatam Ratam Asya Vishaya Sevayam Iti. The one from whom desire for sense pleasure does not exist. Virataha. Vi and Rata. So Ratam means desire. Desire where? Vishaya Sevayam. In the pleasures of experiencing the objects of the senses. So that is Rata and Vigata. So the one who has transcended, or the one in whom such desire for sense pleasure does not exist, and hence he is called as Purushottamaha. So the Purushas, Jivatmans, they undergo suffering because they are attracted by the sense pleasures. The Paramatman, being the Uttamah Purushaha or Purusha Vishesha, is free from the sense pleasures. And once the Jivatman also models himself like the Paramatman, overcoming the desires for sense pleasure, there comes the Viramaha, the end of all their sufferings, which was mentioned in the previous Nama. The fourth Nama is Margaha. Yam viditva amritatvaya kalpante yogino mumukshavaha saeva panthaha. By knowing whom yogins desiring liberation attain immortality. He is the path. So the general meaning of the word marga is the path. So saeva panthaha. The Paramatman himself is the path. Is the path for whom? Yogino mumukshavaha. The yogins who desire moksha. Mumukshavaha. Those who desire moksha. For them, the Paramatman is the path. So what is the nature of the path? Yam viditva amritatvaya kalpante. By knowing whom the yogins attain immortality. So knowing the Paramatman is the path. So understanding the nature of the Paramatman is the path. So that path, the clear knowledge, the clear understanding of the nature of Paramatman, which is Nityananda Swarupa, so that is the path, knowing of the Paramatman, and that path is none other than the Paramatman. So hence he is denoted by the term Margaha. Nanyah pantha vidyate yanaya. Even the Shvetashvatara Upanishad indicates that he is the path, the clear knowledge. The fifth term is Neyaha. Margena samyajnanena jivaha paramatmataya niyate iti. So by the path, the correct knowledge, the jiva is led to the state of the Paramatman. So previously Marga was mentioned. Now here Neyaha. If there is a path, there should be a traveler in the path. So Neyaha means the one who is led in the path. So who is the one who is being led in the path? Jivaha. So the Jivatma here is the Neyaha, the traveler, the one who is being led. So, and what is the path? As stated earlier, Margena Samyajnanena. So the clear knowledge, the doubtless knowledge of the nature of Paramatman, which is of Nityananda Swarupa. So that is the Marga. By that path, the one who is being led, who is that? He is Jivatman and he is Neya. And where is he being led? Paramatmataya niyate. He is being led to the destination. So the destination is of the nature of a transformation of the Jivatman into the Paramatmanhood. Paramatmataya niyate. So that traveler who is traveling towards the destination of the realization of his own nature as the Paramatman. So the traveler who is the Jivatman, he is none other than the Paramatman. So that is indicated by the term Neyaha. The next term is Nayaha. Nayati iti Nayaha, Neta, Margo, Neyaha, Nayaha iti Trirupaha Parikalpyate. The one who leads it, the leader, as the path, the one who is leading the path, the one who leads, and the one who is led. The Lord is visualized as the triad. Now, in the previous two namas, Margaha, the path was indicated, and also the one who is being led, Neyaha, was also indicated. Who is the one who is the leader, who leads the Jivatman to the ultimate destination, the ultimate realization, the ultimate transformation? Who is the leader? That leader is Paramatman himself. So the path, the leader, and also the one who is being led. So the Samyak Jnana, the clear knowledge, and also the traveler, the Jivatman, for whom the Samyak Jnana is needed, and the leader towards the destination, the Ishvaranugraha, and the Sakshat, the will of Ishvara. So all the three are nothing but the Paramatman himself, the triad of Margaha, Neyaha, and Nayaha. All these three are Paramatman himself. Seventh term is Anayaha. Nasya Neta Vidyate iti. The one who cannot be led. So Nayaha, Nayaha. Nayaha is leader. Nayaha, the one to whom there is no leader, means the Paramatman, he is the leader, but being the leader, he himself cannot be led somewhere because there is no destination which has not been attained by the Paramatman. He always is established in his pure, conscious, blissful nature, and hence there is no need for him to be led anywhere. So he is always in the state, he is already in the state of perfectness and perfect bliss. Hence he is described by the term Anayaha. The next term is Viraha. Vikramashalitvat Viraha. Being endowed with valor, he is valorous. So here the Paramatman is glorified as Viraha. Vikramashalitvat. Being endowed with valor and courage, he is valorous. Now, in the context of these namas which were seen above, there is a journey towards attainment of Satchidananda Swarupa and Nityananda. So that journey is not an easy journey. It is not a journey which is suitable for the weak and for the ones who are bereft of strength and courage. That's why the Upanishad says, Nayamatma balahinena labhyaha. So one needs strength and courage. And kaschid dhiraha pratyagatmanam ikshat. So balam and dhairyam are necessary, are very essential to shake away the shackles of the sense attractions and then move inwards, move towards the ultimate destination. So for that, the Vikrama, Veera, Dhairya, all that is needed, and then the Paramatman here is described as the Veera. The one being the Veera inspires the Jivatmans themselves to attain this Virya and take the final glorious journey towards the higher transformation. The ninth term is Shaktimatam Shresthaha. Shaktimatam Virinchadinam api Shaktimatvat. Being powerful, then powerful entities like Brahma, the creator, etc. So Shaktimatam Shreshtaha. Shreshtaha means the best, the great. Among whom is he great? Shaktimatam, those who are endowed with strength and power. So the various gods like Brahma and Shiva are all there. So they are endowed with various powers. Being the ultimate Paranarayana, he is the best among the higher powerful entities. So the Yoga Sutra also says, Sa Purvesham api Guruhu Kalena Anavachhedat. So even Brahma and others, they have a lifespan. Their lifespan is limited. But the Paramatman, who is not limited by time, is earlier to them and then endowed with endless power and energy. So he is Shaktimatam Shrestha. The 10th term is Dharmaha. There are a couple of interpretations here. Sarva Bhutanam Dharanat. So as he supports all the beings. So Dharmaha, Dharanat Dharmaha. Dharma is derived from the root Dhri, which means Dharanam, that which holds, that which supports. So Lord Narayana, as the in his capacity of the Sthitikarta, so the one who maintains or the sustains the creation and the entities therein. So it is he who supports, who is the substratum, who maintains and sustains all these entities. And hence, because of this role of sustenance, of holding and supporting the entire creation, he is denoted by the term dharma. Anuresha Dharmaha. The Kathopanishad glorifies the Paramatman by the term Dharmaha. There is another interpretation, Dharmair Aradhyaha Itiva Dharmaha. So the one who is worshipped by all the dharmas. So there is various dharmas following the Karma Yoga is a dharma. The Jnana Yoga is a dharma, and then Bhakti Yoga is a dharma. So all these are Dhyana Yoga is dharma. So all these are the various virtuous paths, and then the one who is attained by these various dharmic paths, he is dharma himself. The 11th term is Dharma Viduttamaha. Shrutayah Smritayascha Yasya Ajna Bhutaha Sa eva dharmaviduttamaha iti. The Shrutis and Smritis are Lord's injunctions, and hence he is the one who knows dharmas well. So dharmavid uttamaha. Uttamaha again means the best. So best in what? Dharmavit, or best among whom? Dharmavits. So among the knowers of dharma. So dharmavit means dharmam vetti iti dharmavit. Those who know dharma well, they are dharmavit. And then the Paramatma is dharmavid uttamaha. He is the best among the knowers of dharma. Why is this so? Because the dharmas which have emerged in the form of Shruti and Smriti, the Vedas and the various uh, texts that are based on the Vedas, the Smritis, they themselves are nothing but the injunctions and orders of the Paramatman himself. So, being the source of the Dharma in the form of Shruti and Smriti, there can be no better knower of the dharmas, and hence he is glorified by the term dharmaviduttamaha. So with these 11 namas in this verse 43, we have thus far covered 404 namas. Om Tat Sat Shri Krishnarpanamastu.